score here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's out right at the 25. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Throwing here, Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Johnson to return it. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. You look at this Niner defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Once more, Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
3rd down at 6. Brissett sets to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Brissett. Throw right side taken in by Gibson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, it's Brissett. He gets it to Thomas. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Samuel going to go in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Gibson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Johnson on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Brissett. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third down and 13. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. Now a throw caught by one of their linemen. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Forget surprise. I'm sitting here almost in awe.
Shocked. That long on 4th down.
I mean, that's 4th and long. And they go for the fake and get it. So obviously you have to flip it around and say, hey, defense, what are you doing out there?
They're going to be scratching their heads now, and they got to pick right back up, trying to stop them.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
They certainly hit the point of no return in this one because that was absolutely the last time they could afford a sack. You got to sustain your blocks and keep your quarterback clean for as long as it takes in this situation. They failed up front this time to do so.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action with Brissett. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play fake, Brissett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field spot.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Credit the tackle to Samuel Womack.
What he can.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Purdy. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Purdy on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the 49ers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Niners get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards, but he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now Purdy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
San Francisco.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. This offense so far on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be third and forever. And this pass caught by Gray. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
Their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That is caught. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And some room to work. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Purdy looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. McCaffrey running up the middle. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Gibson again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 33 and a first. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
They run the toss now with Gibson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams